Hello everyone, this is Mustafa Şahin. So our program, as we intended, our first English language podcast. We are together with Kerim, Özmen today. So I want to give also a short brief for the mentality of the program, which is called Bandage On, here in our truths. So basically for different people who is professional in different fields, we intend to talk with them about what they are good at, what kind of experiences they had, and what can they recommend about the experience they had before in their life. And we would like to carry on also with English podcasts, more with international people, also Turkish people who are able to speak language well. And we will try to communicate also with the youths in Turkey and the global audience as much as we can. So we are here with Kerim Özmen, young gentleman that I can say, who has too much passion, and I really appreciate to know him. And so, Kerim, what can you tell about yourself? Can you just introduce yourself a bit?
Hello guys, my name is Kerim Berke. I'm 24 years old. I live in Istanbul with my family. I love to working out 4 days in a week. It's always like this. No hesitation.
He's a sportsman, that's the reason.
Yeah. I'm a powerlifter.
Yeah.
And how can I say it? Like, I love everything about living. It can be much more easier than which one I thought, because I'm just doing all the thing in my life, doing with the motivation of Islam. So today, we just talked about, inshallah, we're going to talk about everything about this. So,
well, how can you say? Like, I want to also listen that. Well, motivation of Islam, you say. Like, was it always been in Islam motivation? Or how do you connect your powerlifting, your sports? How do you call it? What you do connected to Islam?
Well, first, 7 years ago, I just started working out. And there is no motivation about this. In that era of my life, I had no motivation. I'm just doing my workout because I just want to be fit. In Turkey, we call this summer body. Summer body. You know, there's a stereotype which one people always going to gym for 6 months for the summer.
For the short term of the year.
Yes, I was a man of this. But after that, I just keep going on. And, you know, Corona passed, everything is passed. After I just started 1.5 years ago to powerlifting. And when I'm doing powerlifting, I was searching myself too. In the Islam, I just realized that Islam has a motivation about discipline. In the powerlifting, I need to be in discipline. So I just connect them, because in Islam, you know, 5 times in a day, we need to pray.
On a specific time.
Yes. Yeah. In the powerlifting, you need to go to the gym in a specific time in a day, 4 days in a week, of course. But in that day, when you go there, you're just doing your workout, and before you work out, you're just eating your calories. After you eating your calories, you sleep well, you recover, and you go there too. Again, it's kind of same to me. It's kind of same to me because discipline. The golden word about this is discipline. Islam is a religion of discipline. So if you want to educate yourself, you need to be disciplined in Islam too. And if you want to be strong in powerlifting, you need to be disciplined too. There's the same. And of course, the second one is the comfort zone. Islam always tell us about don't stay in your comfort zone, because comfort zone killing people mentally, and it was killing me. I just realized that in the powerlifting.
So what made you realize that basically that in what time, what period of time in your life, when did you realize, okay, I must go out of my comfort zone? When did you think?
You know, I just realized my comfort zone 1 year ago when I 23. When I 23, I just realized that I have a comfort zone, and it's in the gym. I was working in a gym, which one is called Makine Garage in Istanbul. I was there, but you know, whenever I work, whenever I go to work or leaving the work, I always feel that I have comfort zone. It is killing me slowly. It's killing my mental slowly. So I just want to express that. 2 months ago, I just leave my ex job. So I was at the home for 2 months, not only 2 months, 1.5 months actually. I was at the home doing nothing, just sleeping, playing some video games, eating, and playing video games again, and pray and sleep. It was not a good idea. And of course, a workout. I just did for one month. And I just realized that this is not the living. The man I want to be, he can't do this.
You felt like you need a mission.
Yes, there's a mission about me. Allah sent me to this world because of something, not because of this. Sleeping, video games, workout, eating. This is not a good thing for a man. I'm a man too. So I just want to improve myself. So I realized that if I keep going on like this, I'm not going to be able to man which one I want. So I leave my comfort zone. What is the thing I did? The first thing, I call it right, Salatul Fajr in the morning. I just wake up for the Salatul Fajr. I'm just trying to. After that, it just settled on. And I just realized that Islam has the same motivation with the powerlifting.
Philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy. Thank you. Like, I just realized that. So I just told myself, Kerim, you have powerlifting and you have Islam. So in the one point, they're all same. So why you are not taking this in that point? So I just take that point for myself. Yes.
That's good story. Actually, I'm glad to hear the story because that's kind of considering in our era, it's kind of a sickness of the youth. You understand?
Yeah.
They don't know the way to get out. I mean, your way, obviously, with the great way that Islam that you follow. But even, let's say that even less religious people or people who are not aware of the religion, there is no other you can call it even there is a mentor, could be encouraging people in a way they should be doing or going out of the comfort zone. They don't have this kind of people around. So basically, when they were born in a comfort which technology brings, okay, and when they raise with it because they are surrounded with another youth people. As you mentioned the word of the quote of the Jim Rohn earlier to me, and I repeat that to the people most of the time, like you are the result or the, how do you call it, equality of the people, like 5 people close to you, 5 people around you. So basically their level of happiness, I don't know if they're sadness, wealth, information, anything you consider. So basically what we do is, the name of the program is sharing our truths, and I'm glad to hear that you're sharing your truths in a inspiring way for the people who listens that. That is good. So at the meantime, we are calling about even qadr in Islam. When you're talking about, it's like, okay, when you're talking about the qadr, you need to think about that, how you are adding value to your life and yourself for a brighter future, because it's all about you. You have a will to decide about your future, your life, and you have that power. So it is all about the path you choose and you follow. That is great. I'm glad to hear. Also, as I'm saying, for when you say the comfort zone, you tell me about the David Goggins.
Goggins,
I want to also for our audience to listen about the experience about that guy. How did he inspire you also, like when he got out of his comfort zone?
David Goggins, as everyone, I just saw him in the social media, in the edits, because too many people make edit for him. So I just want to search him. Whenever I search him, David Goggins was an ex-Navy SEAL. And before the Navy SEAL career, he has not a good life. I just learned that he has a book, which one called Can't Hurt Me.
Okay.
Best time seller in New York in that era when he published that book. So I just take this from internet. But one of my friends was going to America. He just bring me that book too. So I just read that.
Not Turkish copy of it. So they
they are doing an ebook for Turkish.
Okay.
Yeah. I just read that book. Whenever I read that book, I just realize that David Goggins telling us, if you want to improve yourself, you need to escape your comfort zone. Just like I said, comfort zone is killing people. It's killing people. Killing is not like you are dying. It's in your mind. In that era, in our life right now, we just losing our mind. So this is the most important thing in the world, because David Goggins wants to tell us, like, if you want to be someone, just do it. If you want to be a good runner, just run. If you are tired after that day, just run again. If you want to be a good, how can I say, student, just doing your homework. Just read. If you can't read, try everything. Just try until you doing this. So whenever I read David Goggins, I just realized that he telling us, if you want to do something, become that, make obsession.
Make it your
yes.
obsession. Okay.
Yes, it's not need to be like this. So I want to be strong. It's because I just gonna share my truth again. In my young era, like 6 years old, 19 years old, in that 30 years, I got bullied too much, everything. I just witnessed everything. In the psychologist thing, like, I just realized that I want to make safe my inner child in that body. Well, actually, my body is my armor to my inner child. So I realized that I doing this with obsession because I want to be strong, because I want to defend myself. David Goggins telling us to, if you want to be something, be someone. If you want to do something, just do. If you want to run, just run. If you're gonna tire, no problem. Just run again.
Laziness is kind of our the very big sickness of our era at the meantime. I can give, when you're giving the example, there's a also quote of the Brian Tracy about being lazy. Whatever you say, whatever you decide, when you want to do it, it's also like thinking and focusing on this. He said that, okay, you feel lazy, or you think that it's gonna take time, keep telling yourself, do it now. So as much as you repeat it, even your body is gonna take it as an order. Your cells, you're gonna feel it all over, and then you're gonna take an action on this. No matter how long is the process, short, like medium, doesn't matter. You understand? Yeah,
David Goggins telling us the brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. If you can use your brain as a weapon, congratulations, you are going to be a strong soldier.
Also, it's all about making it as a habit, you understand?
Yes.
Because it's not like, okay, first day you did it, second day and third day you're like, okay, let me just get rest out, like from my
At least 40 days. At least 40 days.
Yeah, so this is a very crucial detail. And then I'm talking to you about the mainly how do you call it, addictions of the youth. It's one of the things that we spoke right now.
Yes.
And another thing you mentioned earlier was like you wanted to talk about the fictional addiction.
Yeah.
So what kind of examples you can give about the fictional addiction?
In the university, I was a club president, which one is called Fantastic Literature Club. We just gained that people who love animes, video games, comic books, something like that. And I just realized that people don't know how to speak with people. That people has no friend, that people has no social life. Not all people, but most of that people has nothing like a social skills. So I just learned that. I just realized that in that era in my university, they just act like the thing what they watched. Like when they watched an anime, they just think like, oh, this man is me, literally me. There's a meme about this in the internet, like literally me. Yeah. Like they really just like that. Whenever they say Naruto, Naruto is a very very good anime. So I love Naruto too. They just like, oh my god, man, this Naruto just like me. So he just want to be Naruto, not want to be himself. So I just make how can I say, test in my club. So I just take 5 people. They didn't know that.
Okay.
There's a sharing truth too. I just make them test. 2 of them, I just ask them, what is your goal in life?
So we can call it scientific experience.
Yes.
Experiment.
Yes, but I'm not a scientific probably, but it was just a...
No problem, it's still accepted. No problem.
Thank you. 5 of them. I just ask 2 of them like, what's your goal? What is your goal? And 2 of them is telling me like, my goal is become lawyer. So, okay. So you are not a lawyer student at all? He said, I don't know. I just know how to do this. He has a motivation. He had a motivation, but he didn't know how to do this. He just telling me this because he just want to be something. The other one is telling me, I don't know, I just want to gain money. I said, how are you gonna gain money? I don't know. After university, I'm gonna think about it. And that's the second one is kind of much more not a socials for me. So the other third one, they just told me the realistic answer. So I just focused on these 2 people. So these 2 people, one of that, the first one is always telling me I'm a monk. I think I'm a monk because I can do whatever I want. I said, how? He said, the auras, chakras, I can open all of these. He was thinking like, he's a really monk. So I just focused on him too much for 1 month. He just try, like fake it till you make it. Yeah. He just fake it, like fake. It's all fake. He just wearing short in the winter when there's snow, and t-shirt. No, how can I say? No jacket. I said, there's too cold. Why you are not wearing this? And he said, because I can focus the temperature of my body and.
He said that he doesn't feel the cold.
Yeah, and he just walk around when it snowed just like that. It was too interesting to me. He just believed himself too much.
So what about that? So how about that? Him being sick or something? He's not being sick.
He's probably mental. He has probably mentally. I just realized
I'm
that.
I'm asking for the realistic. Yeah. We are going out with the short and the t-shirt in a winter season. Basically, you're gonna be sick. So that person is basically he's not being sick.
No,
because he persuaded himself in the mind.
I never see him as a like ill or something like that.
At some point, what I can combine together for the first thing that we spoke and the second thing, now when I combine that, motivation is very important.
Yes.
And it is very crucial but like it is all about what you're motivated to. If you're motivated to wrong thing and considering yourself that you're going on a right path but it's like closing yourself. Basically, it can make you you can be well motivated but still inside your comfort zone. You understand? Yeah. So that person that focused that much thinking he's monk, but at the meantime, he is just considering that in his whole life, but not anything. He's not letting anything involving in his comfort zone even. So this is important. So what was the result when you how do you call it? What can you tell in between these 5 people? What is the result you?
The three of them which one is realistic.
Yeah.
They are now working with the job. I don't know. But I just heard that they are in a job right now.
Yeah.
They're just doing this. But the second one, which one I called like a little bit depression, she's not still working.
Mm.
And the other one, the monk, it is too strange that there is no monk who uses metro in Istanbul. It's too strange. But that monk is working in a newspaper company, and he is doing master right now. That is too interesting to me, because he just make all of these fake to himself.
Yeah.
Until that he just make all of these caps to his motivation. So in the end of the day, the strange one is win that result. So I called him. I just told him like, well done, bro. Well done, bro.
So in between all these experiences, what can you suggest to the youth considering this mentality? Because it's there's examples that you gave, and in some point people are having similar experiences. Now, it is not exactly the same, but some similar experiences now the youth is having, because there's a social media effect. Like we are surrounded with too many information all over, you understand? So basically it has huge effect on the youth, not even only youth, in all of us. Okay, so what can you suggest? What path they should be following to pick the correct information and put it into their lives to make it more effective?
First, you need to ask yourself. You need to be questionable to yourself. When you take that motivation for not a short duration, for a long duration, maybe till your end, till death, that motivation will bring you the happiness, will bring you questions, will bring you all of you need until you gain. And the thing is, you need a goal too. Motivation without goal is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Just motivation,
Definitely.
it just kind of fuel, but goal is your car. So fuel without car is just nothing. You need a good goal. Like my goal is become strong than yesterday, and I'm just trying to be my best. But my main goal is become strongest man. Maybe in the Turkey, maybe in the world, I don't know. But in my sport, I just want to be much strongest man. So my motivation is Islam. My goal is become so strong. So I just combine them. I'm just going through. So if you just take your motivation and just take a realistic goal and combine them with the realistic way, not that monk thing, like realistic way. Just like that.
As you say that, it's one of the main things that we should take it, and when we are considering the things in our life, being realistic. Okay, as you mentioned, because you have a goal which is realistic, but you don't expect to be the maybe world's strongest heavy lifter tomorrow. Okay, so it's like the short-term vision you have and the long-term vision that you had. So maybe in the short term you want to be your vision, I bet, is like you are trying to be as strong as you can. Okay, in a short period of time. And then maybe medium process, you want to be like maybe Turkey's strongest man, and then you're doing whatever it takes to be, and you're doing trainings, and you have your discipline, you have your plan to do it, okay, and then you dedicated yourself to your plan. At the meantime, you feed your mind spiritually. Which is Islam, which is bringing another discipline into your life, and you focused on this, trying your best. I mean, I really appreciate for the experiences that you share. And then, so what can we say? So when we are talking about the Kerim Özmen, is it like people can assume that he's only sports-based person, or what? Is there any other talents or the experience that you want to share in a Sharing Our Truths program?
Well, in university, I was a student of the air traffic control.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually at air traffic control at all. I'm not doing that job, so I'm just telling myself always I'm an athlete, I'm a sportsman, just like this. Now I'm going to share a truth about this because I don't want to do my job at all in the university. That job, that university, make me tired about everything in the job. So I just make my way to sport for powerlifting, not air traffic control.
When you saying the university made you tired, well, like how did you realize that? Okay, because you studied long term, and then you had the goal to do this job. Okay, but how did you realize you don't want to do it, or how the university made you tired? Because this is a very big problem in Turkey. Why? Because it is the real truth that we need to speak. Because in Turkey, there are now too much universities. Okay, the number is like we don't even know 200 universities or something, and people are just going into the exam and then getting some point. But most of them maybe they're not able to get the point for the job they would like to do. Okay, so basically they settle down with whatever their the grade is enough, and that's why most of the people study major that they hate. Okay, 4 years, 5 years. Some of them is the brave enough. They cut it after 2 years. They enter the exam again, try to reach their goal, but they are losing the time. Basically, this is very important. That I really appreciate that you opened that topic. Okay, so how, like, when was the point that you realized? Because there is some specific thing come to your mind, but it doesn't come in one day. Okay, it all piles up.
Yeah.
You understand? So how did you give this decision that you don't want to do that, and what made you? How did you feel that brave to take the decision?
Like in 4 days, like 4 years. Last year was the main thing in my life. Last year they just told us there, like in my university. I'm gonna tell it in shortly. Like my university has 2 lessons. One listens for the, in the Turkey we need listens 4 years educated person listens. I had this, but the job listens, my university didn't take it.
Okay.
So that this is a problem. So they told us we are giving to you education about this for three class. So you are the 3rd class, and the other 2 class is the people come here early. So we just wait for 2 years without no lessons, and without lessons in Turkey you can't find job too easily. For a good job. So in that era, in that 2 years, I just wait. In that time, I was waiter, I was barista, I was cleaner. I just did too much work.
Okay.
I just learned gaining money. Earning money is not that simple, not that easy. So I just ask myself that, like, Kerim, is that the life you want to live, or you want to do something else? So whenever my education is start 2 years later, 1 year ago it was 1 year ago. I never fail in my exams, never in university, 4 years, never. But in that time, I just make myself fail. I didn't want to pass. So I just told everyone, I didn't work a lot for my exam. But it was lie. I just worked too much. I was a nerd. So whenever I just get out to university, I just think about this. I just want to be a personal coach because I love doing sports, I love doing workout, and I want to help people. I was going to Makine Garage for my workout. In that time, the Makine Garage, the owner is in that time, he my idol. So I told him, and he told me that, okay, come with me and I'm going to show the job. After 1 year, I just realized that job is not good for me too. So 2 months ago, I just escaped that comfort zone again. And
Good one.
yeah, I just stay at my home. I just ask myself again, Kerim, is that the life you want to live? And for 2 months, I'm just questioning. And yesterday, it is too strange that yesterday I just realized that, Kerim, the life you want to live is helping people with all the way, but within your way. So I just want to tell all the youth people, if you want to live a life, which one you want, first question. Second, try. Third, make a result for yourself. And after the third step, just go. Because you just did the first step. The running is starting with the first step. You just did the first step, second step, and third step. Now run. Run. Oh, just run. Don't scared like this. Life is short. Just try to be good. Just go and smile.
So you didn't let capitalism to make you afraid, is it?
Yeah.
Because it's the main problem, you understand? Because as we are living in a capitalist world, okay, people are too much focused, and I can't blame anybody for this one, okay? People are too much focused on, if I leave this one, I have too much expenses, I have rent to pay, I'm going out with my friends, and, too much responsibilities, and which all costs. So basically, but when you're focused on something, and in your mind, when you think that it is a big problem, then you're same thing. You're giving order to your brain.
Yes,
it is a big thing. Even it's a small thing, but you're making it big for yourself. So as a Law of Resonance that I recommended you, the book, the Pierre Frank's book, it opened my mind too much. What's basically mentioning, okay? It's all about what you think and focus, okay? When you think something, like when you even tell yourself that you have the power to do the things, and then you give that order, that's the first step. That's, you believe in it, and then it gives an order to your DNA, basically. So then you feel it in your veins, that it's like flowing like a blood, okay? So basically, you will have the courage to take it only by even thinking or saying that you can do it. Otherwise, in any other scenario, you're going down, and you are discouraging yourself. That is the point. And as a last thing, I'm curious about one thing, because as I already mentioned, I'm an English speaker because I learned it living in different countries. But you told me you're 24 years old, and then you told me that you improved that in Turkey. How did you do that? Because maybe some clues our young audience need, that they can practice their and improve their language skills. What can you say about that?
First, I just take education about this with a foreign native English speaker teachers.
Okay.
But the main thing is I just did everything whatever I love in English. Everything. Comic book, English. Anime, English. Working out, like reading something, English. And my English skills about speaking, I just speak much easier than I write. It because I just did too much karaoke.
Okay.
Too much karaoke.
So
still making. I love to make karaoke, because when you do karaoke with the song which one you love, it's just like that. Like one of the Snoop Dogg songs, living young, wild and free. It just settled down to your language.
So you do it on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, nice one. So basically, so speaking is kind of main encouraging thing for the language, as you give the example. So as much as you're occupied with the language, as you say, you read, you talk, and you listen. So it encourages you to interact with people, because you can see that you have the capacity to communicate in English language, and it becomes the part of your life. Okay, Kerim, that was really good to have you here. I really appreciate, and I'm glad to have you here also in my first English language program.
I'm so honored.
And I same honor here. So I pray that you get your best results with your goals. Inshallah. So any other maybe in the future podcast to when you get the results, like as you are more successful, that I wish. So we would like to also have you again if possible. So thank you very much for the ones who also listen us and sharing our truths together. We are sharing and we are growing together, and I pray that you also have a great day. Have a good one.